One of the most common things you'll see in people when they're anxious is they bounce their legs up and down, right? So some people are just habitual bouncers. It's something they commonly do. But as people tend to get more comfortable with each other, they'll slowly stop. So one of the things you'll see in an interaction is for the first 10 or 15 minutes, he might bounce his leg up and down. But as he becomes less anxious and as he becomes more comfortable with her, he's going to slow down. So what you're looking for is a deviation or a change in that behavior. It's the same thing as in a presentation. Let's say I was giving a presentation to these two, and all of a sudden one of them was bouncing their legs for the first 15 minutes. A goal of mine would be to get that bouncy leg behavior to stop, because I know that once they're more engaged or interested in what I have to say, it's less likely for them to emit those kind of behaviors. So as we talk, you're talking back and forth, and then slowly, so you're naturally a good communicator, so you're naturally orienting towards me, but you don't want it to be natural. If you were just interested in me, you'd be pointing that way. Right? You'd be faced that way. But as you get more and more interesting, no matter what you do, no matter how hard, your body just squares up with the person. So it's like, oh, really? Da-da-da-da-da. So the example would be like, I'm talking to you here, and it's like, oh, no, yeah, no, I kind of did this, yeah, da-da-da-da. And then slowly and slowly and slowly, we're squared up. And that's the orientation we're looking for. So if you walk up to a girl, and all of a sudden you're like, hi, and she looks over you, and she's like, hi, da-da-da-da. You want to see a gradual change in orientation. You don't want it to be, it's not going to be sudden unless you say something surprising. It's all of a sudden if, so where are you from? Texas? Oh my God, me too. Then you see that kind of thing. But usually you don't see that. You see slight deviations. It's the best when you get a sharp one because it's easy. And it goes both ways. So if all of a sudden she's deviating this way and things are going good, when she starts to deviate back, things are going bad. A method for successfully guiding a conversation is to watch whether the person's oriented or disoriented, and what topics they orient and which topics they disorient towards.